Do we need to do Baldoni?
Baldoni is not in the title.
Okay. So anyway, he lost. I'll hit it real fast.
Yeah, why don't we?
Monday, judge dismissed Baldoni's $400 million defamation lawsuit against Blake and Ryan. Bye-bye. $400 million? Give me a break.
Okay, I wanted to talk about this because I'm not a legal expert, but okay, sure you are. The $400 million amount, that's pure delusion, right?
Yeah.
Justin Baldoni. Because even if it's it's reputational damage, so it's also future income that I might not get because of the reputational damage.
It's pure.
Justin Baldoni was never going to be making $400 million.
Even if you're like Tom Cruise, how are you going to? That's way too much money to prove.
It's going on $500 million? No. Justin Baldoni?
No.
The guy from the TV show who directed one movie?
Yeah. No.
You got to make headlines, man.
So yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know if that's the main reason that it got thrown out, but when I saw that figure, I was just like, "There's no fucking shot that guy is worth that."
It's clickbait.
And that wasn't the only lawsuit. He also had the $250 million against the New York Times.
That was thrown out too.
Yes, it was.
This guy's trying to become a billionaire.
Yeah, he's adding them up.
Let's see. Reminder: in December 24, Lively filed a civil complaint of accusing him of sexual harassment. His countersuits were ejected. Reminder, January, Baldoni sued Lively and Ryan Reynolds, alleging the Hollywood couple sought to destroy him and his career. After hijacking his film It Ends With Us. The only thing ending is your career, bud. Thank you. Motion to dismiss Baldoni's claim by Lively, Reynolds, and their publicist, Leslie Sloan, I fear that woman, were all granted. The judge also granted a motion to dismiss the New York Times one. Baldoni had sued the publication, who was the first to report on the allegations of sexual assault, for $250 million for libel, claiming that the newspaper published an article rife with inaccuracies, misrepresentations, and omissions that relied on Lively's self-serving narrative.
Sexual harassment. Not same.
Well, hold on. The biggest defamation payout of all time happened recently, and it was like $500 million, I think, and it was like the
Alex Jones, wasn't it?
Oh, it was Alex Jones.
No. His wasn't. His was scary big though.
That wasn't the biggest one of all time. Defamation.
No, it wasn't. It was
defamation.
The voting machines.
Oh, Dominion voting.
Voting systems.
Oh, yeah.
And that was for
it's Fox News.
Biggest
Yeah, Fox News versus. It was for
deplorables.
They settled for $787 million.
But so this one is so incredible that they have the most damning receipts possible of their anchors being like, I know this is wrong, but I'm pushing it anyway, and they have provable damages, because they work for countries.
Yeah.
So that's a monster lawsuit. So he's trying to get even halfway there is pretty insane.
For It Ends With Us,
and then
director and star Justin Baldoni.
Alex Jones's verdict was the biggest against an individual, I'm pretty sure, and that one was almost all punitive.
Right.
You can award whatever punitive damages you want as a means of discouraging behavior that they continue to participate in.
And that one was for $1.5 billion.
Wait, it was?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so that's more.
But maybe it's calculated differently because of what was awarded for the defamation versus the punitive. $1.5 billion. Well, he's not, but it's just yeah.
How do you even live your life after that?
Well, he's still got his show, so apparently pretty easily. You can just carry on.
Well, I know OJ moved to Florida to escape having to pay the gold. What was her name? The Goldstein?
Goldmans, yeah.
Let's continue, shall we? Lawyers for Lively's lawyers called the ruling a total and complete victory and vindication. As we have said from day one, this $400 million lawsuit was a sham, and the court saw right through it. Blake posted an Instagram story sharing that she is grateful for the support she received and says she is committed to continue advocating for women. Her story said, quote, like so many others, I felt the pain of a retaliatory lawsuit, including the manufactured shame that tries to break us. While the suit against me was defeated, so many don't have the resources to fight back. I'm more resolved than ever to continue to stand for every woman's rights to have a voice in protecting themselves, including their safety, their integrity, and their dignity, and their story. The judge ruled that Baldoni can file an amended complaint on the allegations of tortious interference with contracts relating to Ryan Reynolds and Lively and breach of implied covenant relating to Lively if they choose to do so. Sounds like they were trying to put too much in one lawsuit. In a statement to CNN on Tuesday, Brian Friedman, an attorney for Baldoni, said they intend to file an amended complaint. So it sounds like the judge dismissed one part of it and said, if you want to do the tortious interference, and that's like when you interfere with their contracts and stuff. So, okay, we'll see about that.
They have until June 23rd.
So I went to go see how Candace Owens was coping with this news, and it looks like she just hasn't. She's out.
Whose side is she on?
She's even talking about it?
She's big time on Baldoni's side.
Oh, Baldoni is out and down and out.
Yeah. In fact, her last video on it streamed 13 days ago, which must have been right before this news broke, I want to say. Because that's almost 2 weeks ago, and it was like last week that this came out, right? The title of the video is Dropped. Blake Lively withdraws part of her lawsuit. That's her most recent video.
Wait,
on this topic. 13 days ago.
So, in a statement, New York Times spokesman Charlie Statlinder says, we're grateful to the court for seeing the lawsuit for what it was, a meritless attempt to stifle honest reporting. So, at this point, having seen and heard everything, I'm going to come down in favor, big time, almost unreservedly, in favor of Blake and Ryan Reynolds.
Me too.
And by proxy, Tay-Tay.
Oh, it hurts so bad to be on Ryan Reynolds' side, but it does seem
Baldoni
like this
is a
Baldoni guy
psycho.
is
We've proven it time and again. We've seen the video of his proposal. The man is not well.
Baldoni is trying to subpoena Taylor Swift text messages, and Blake is trying to block that. Go, girl.
He might actually get him. It might be relevant to his.
He might. We'll see. But Taylor's rep said that she had absolutely nothing to do with the film.
Yeah,
no casting, no nothing except for her song.
No, but according to Blake's statements, she does implicate her, which would make her text with her relevant evidence.
The dragon text,
Yeah.
I'm sure it would be interesting to see what they said to each other on that day.
That is horrible.
I hope it doesn't. I feel like that's.
I think it might, but it is relevant.
Baldoni.
That's the thing. It is relevant.
Yes, but it's also him trying to make a spectacle of.
There might be
things.
something relevant in it, though.
Maybe. Okay.
Like that, it actually sounds legit. If you're
I'll keep
doing
my eye on
discovery and you're trying to investigate tortious interference, like don't get me wrong, I would try my best to block that at all cases, but I'm afraid he might actually get it.
Huh. Torturous interference is like fairness.
Tortious interference is
trying to fuck somebody over financially.
Fucking up people's contracts and business dealings and stuff based on like untrue stuff, I guess.
Yes.
I think.
Does it even have to be untrue, or is it just
Well, because you can fuck with someone's contract if they're a dickhead. I don't think that's a problem.
Right.
Let me see. Let me chat. Let me ask my.
Oh no! Ask your lawyer, ChatGPT.
Well, that means you're
People
gay.
saying Blake is criminally cringe, though. That can totally be true, but she can still be totally right in this situation. In fact, I won't even be reserved about it. I agree. She is extremely cringe from everything that I've seen.
Not as cringe as Baldoni.
Two things can be true.
Lasagna wins. So here, I asked for an example of what's tortious interference. Alice owns a bakery. Okay. Bob is a supplier who has an exclusive contract to provide Alice with flour.
Right.
Charlie, a competing bakery owner, wants to hurt Alice's business. What happens? Charlie learns about the contract between Alice and Bob. Charlie offers Bob a large sum of money to break the contract with Alice and supply him instead. Bob, tempted by the money, terminates the contract with Alice without legal jurisdiction. Alice Bakery suffers because she can't get flour in time and loses customers. So Alice can sue Charlie.
Right.
Oh, I thought Bob would be the victim.
Not the guy. No, because That there may be a separate legal thing for suing Bob, but in this case, Charlie is the one doing the interference here.
Yeah, but the business owner is the one who greedily decided to switch merchants.
And I mean, I guess Alice could probably sue Bob for breach of contract, right? Separately from that.
Let's see here. Alice Bakery suffers because she can't get flour in time and loses customers. Alice can sue Charlie for tortious interference because a valid contract existed. Charlie knew about the contract. Charlie intentionally caused Bob to breach it. Alice suffered damages as a result. It sounds so, like, unclear. All right, anyway, that's all I have to say about that right there.